Feel this.
Hi everyone, it has been a long time, and I know I always open up saying that, and I always end up saying I say that all the time, but it's just been a roller coaster for me. I've been feeling not motivated for so long, and I almost felt like I had lost a connection with you guys, in the sense that maybe you guys didn't want to hear from me anymore, to be honest. And I had to kind of say, like, you know, reach out to you guys through my Instagram and say, how would it seem if I started creating more videos? And a lot of you guys responded saying, you know, you guys have been following me from the very beginning and that it would be so great. And it just helped me a lot and motivated me to realize that maybe a part of me is trying and making a difference, because I want to help those that are struggling just like everyone out there. I want to be a voice to be able to be heard, that you're not alone. You have somebody else who understands what you're going through. So that's kind of my main goal. And that's why I'm going to strive to do the best that I can. I'm not going to say or make any promises that I'm going to be here forever, but I'm going to do the best that I can to create content as much as I can for you guys that actually are loyal and supporting me 100%. I appreciate it so much that you guys still, after so long, are still here. So I really, this is for you. All these videos I'm making are for you guys. Let me jump into the topic for today. Today's topic is patience, and I have my notes right here, and strength. So when I posted what I should talk about, what my videos be, somebody said strength and patience. It's my girl Nadia, giving her a shout out. Nadia, she is a beautiful young lady who is on Instagram, who is a model. She's gorgeous, and she's younger than I am, per se, and so she's going through life and all the experiences we all went through at my age, per se. So patience is, I believe, something we all need in everything we do, actually. I don't think there's ever a time we should forget the word patience. Patience should be something that we think about constantly in anything we do. I'm talking about patience with people, patience in experience, patience with life. Patience is everything, you know, even when you're taking an exam. I get that you have a time limit sometimes, but if you're not patient, you're having anxiety, you're stressing out, you're rushing through, you could be missing, you know, problems. And so that's why patience is key in everything, I feel like, that we do. And along comes strength, and strength, I feel like, is something we've been gifted. And until we're pushed to the limit that we are at the lowest, I feel like we don't realize how much strength we really have within ourselves. So until we're pushed all the way to the lowest of the low is when we figure out, okay, I have to be strong. I have to be strong for myself and need to pick myself up, and that's strength. I'm going to make this a lot more easier, and I'm going to do bullets, and I've kind of picked a few that are keys that you guys should keep in mind. First point that I like to mention is maturity. So maturity, if you're mature enough to understand a situation you're put in, you're easily going to be able to comprehend the outcome of it. So I'll give you an example. Say you're fighting with your significant other, and you know you want to solve it, but the other person is being stubborn or is hurt really bad, and they just don't want to hear it from you. They need space, and you don't want to give them that space. But if you think ahead and you're mature enough to comprehend, just be a little patient and give that person space, because it might end up backfiring and causing more problems, especially if you know their character and how they are, and if it's happened in the past. You learn from your experiences, but most of all, you're mature enough to comprehend that if I do A, B, or C, it's just going to create D, E, and F. You know, you have to know before you do an action what is your outcome. And I think that's very important in life, in anything you do. Being patient and knowing, okay, I need to take a step back. I need to just calm down myself and think, what will happen if I do this, or what will happen if I do that. So that's why patience is key in everything. I mean, that plays in not just relationships, real life issues, buying a car. I mean, people sometimes, you really want this one car, and then it might not be great on gas, and then you're like, oh, but I really like this one's more efficient for me in gas, but it's so ugly, it's not the type of car I want. And you just go with your feelings and don't even think. Sometimes you don't even do the research and you're just like, I just want this car. This is the one I want. And then in the long run, you didn't even research. You just ended up buying what you felt like buying. You weren't patient enough to realize. And that's what I think is key. And I think this is from wisdom and experience. You have to do your research no matter what. So that includes patience, right? Being patient equals taking the time out to research anything you do. So that's another life experience and a way patience is incorporated, if that makes any sense. Two key things that I've talked about right now is maturity and experience. These are two things that will help you be more patient, especially if you've been through things. Like I said, experience key. Don't replay those things over and over again. Yeah, I know it's really hard not to. It's hard to just not let things replay, but try your best. Third and last point in patience is you have to learn how to keep yourself calm. As in, what are your ways of keeping yourself calm? For me, when I have anxiety, I have to walk outside and I have to breathe. I have to literally tell myself, like, breathe in, breathe out. It's going to be okay. Take one step at a time. You're going to be okay. And that's my way of coping with stress, anxiety, anything of that sort, because I know I need to be patient. And if I'm not, it's just going to cause chaos. So figure out your way, and the other person's, whatever you may be, of how to keep yourself calm in a situation. What works for you. Now let's move to strength. So one of the key points with strength that I said earlier is I feel like we're all born with it, and it comes and it shows when we're at the lowest points of our lives. So don't think you don't have strength. Strength is already within you. You may not know it, but it's already within you. And just like patience, it comes with experience. The more you've experienced things in life that have caused you to show your strength, the more you'll be able to be stronger of the experiences that come along. If that makes any sense. So the harder the experience, the stronger you're going to get. And unfortunately, that's just how life is. We have trials and tribulations all the time that we're being tested, and we have to be sure to be strong. But there's a big but that I always see. And I've been a person that's done this all the time. We sometimes tend to misunderstand strength and become defensive. So when we're arguing with somebody, they may be completely right. They're like absolutely 100% right. And instead of you saying, yeah, you know what, you're right, we start arguing and we're saying, and what do we say? Well, I'm just being strong and I'm defending myself. But then you need to stop and think, is that really being strong? Are you being defensive? Are you being almost borderline rude? And I've been a person who's done this plenty of times because I'm stubborn, and when I feel like I'm making a point and I'm right, even though I may know you're wrong, I'll still become defensive and say, well, I'm just being strong, I have to protect myself. But really, I'm not protecting anything. I'm being foolish and stupid. So don't forget to always check yourself. Sometimes we misunderstand strength, like I said, and think we're being strong when we know if it's a topic that we're absolutely wrong about. Stop. Don't even try to defend yourself. And for the biggest thing in my life, and I've had young girls come and talk to me and ask me, how are you so strong? Like, what is it that's made you strong? And of course, one is experience, but two is I figured out a key mindset. I've made myself have a positive outlook on lots of things in life. I mean, like past relationships, past experiences, situations. I've made them where it is negative, and I've created something positive and said to myself, well, you know, this did happen, but in the end, I learned this, this, and that. And I've created all my negative into positive. So that way, when I look back at those memories, I don't have that many negative memories. I associate, yeah, that was bad, but I learned this. It made me who I am today. So I think it's being able to change your mind and getting in a habit of creating that mindset of being positive, being optimistic. That causes you to be strong. It actually makes you content with life, because you look at life like, hey, well, what did I get out of that? I got this, this, and that. And that's the mindset you want to develop, especially if you're young right now. Look at it in another aspect. Don't think life is over. Don't think it's done and, oh my God, it's over. It's never going to happen. This was it once and forever. it's not. There's going to be a lot more tests coming your way, experiences coming your way. So you need to learn how to turn those negatives into positive. And the best thing you can do for yourself, I'll tell you right now, is if you make a promise to yourself and you stick to it. If you make a promise to yourself and you stick to it, it's the best feeling ever. It gives you more strength. But if you make a promise to yourself and you keep failing, you're going to feel like crap. So that's why stick to what you promise yourself. I know it's so hard, but try to stick to what you promise to yourself, and you're just going to get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. Lastly, I'm going to end with both of them merging together, patience and strength. And this is what me and my girl were talking about yesterday. I'm going to look at my notes. She said this actually, to be patient is a strength in itself. So to wrap it all up, to be patient is a strength in itself. So that makes sense, just sit there and think about it truly. And you'll understand that being patient is attainable and being strong is very attainable. You probably already have it in you, but patience is something we don't have. A lot of us don't. Some of us are gifted with it and we're just chilling all the time, but most of us aren't, and we have to learn how to grasp that patience and figure out how we can become that patient person. So you guys feel free to always ask me questions. I don't care if you like me or not. I don't care if you look at my videos or not. I'm doing this because I'm sure somebody out there is watching a video and they can relate to me, and I just want to help you so much that you're not alone. I'm here for you. Just to let you know, you're not alone. So I hope you guys are having a great day wherever you are. Enjoy yourselves, smile, be happy, find happiness within, be content within, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.